All right, y'all. We had a few technical difficulties, but we're finally back. I called this game here the blood pressure bowl because my blood pressure has been up. It didn't look like we were going to be able to stop Texas A&M early, but there was about a three-play sequence where it completely turned this game around, and it goes back to the bad snap. Texas A&M was backed up. The crowd got involved. There was a bad snap. It set them back. And the very next play, Woodland almost had a pick, but the ball hit the ground. And then, we got to him with a three-man pressure. We rushed three. We played coverage, and we got back there to Reed, and we forced Texas A&M to punt backed up, and my guy Caleb Jackson comes through, gets a huge block punt, and gets the Tigers a safety right there. And I think that right there kind of changed the momentum of this game. We've had two picks in this game, which has been really huge because when you look at the stats, and I'll give them to you here in a second, A&M is kind of ahead of us in all of the stats. So, and there's one stat. I'm going to go ahead and get into that right now before I get in the comments because I know we might have lost a few people. But I'm going to give you all the stats real quick. Nussmeier's 13 for 20 for 121 yards. Harlan Berry is 8 for 56, which I think we're going to keep growing on that in the second half. Caden Durham's 3 for 30. Barron Brown had the big go route. He had the PI early. Nuss tried to go to him. We got that big pass interference call, which was followed by, I believe that was a drive. We had the Trey Green touchdown. How you don't throw the ball to Trey Green every time. He had, he had a man on him. He had safety rolled that way, and an unbelievable back shoulder throw by Nussmeier. That's a touchdown. And then we get down there the next time, we kind of get cute, and that play was actually going to walk in, but Davis didn't do his job on that right side. You got to, on the quarterback draw, you got to sell pass, and they didn't buy it. But I still think, if go to Trey Green, talked about it in the pregame, throw it to him until they stop him. And I know you line up in that same formation with four over in a bunch on the right side and Trey over there, and everybody thinks that you're going back to him. I don't care if they think you're going back to him. If they know you're going to him, throw it to him. He's going to catch it. It's a mismatch, even with two guys on him. So Green has had 3 catches, and there was another one that Nuss, I think if he has that throw back, he has Trey in the flat right now, and he throws it behind him. And if he gets that ball to Trey Green right away, then Trey is going to run for at least a 30 or 40-yard gain. So just a little bit off there. And Heidi, that's that wire's coming off. So it's we're right there, and I think the stat I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I'm gonna get to it right here. We were, I think, 0 for 5 on third down conversions, and if you want to win this game, we have to be better. Yeah, there it is, right there. 0 for 5. Texas A&M was 3 for 5 on third down conversions. We are 0 for 5. You're not going to be able to win many games being 0 for 5 on third down. And that the thing that has saved us was those 2 picks by our defense. So we got to be better on third down. I know you can see I'm not a good lip reader, but you see that last drive, Coach BK was not happy with Joe Sloan, and he was going off on him on his place selection there in that last drive. And rightfully so. There's a lot of pressure there right now because we hadn't lived up to the expectations, and he's letting him hear it. Let him have it. He's on us a little bit right there. So we got to be better. We have to be better offensively. I think we got to keep running the ball. We got to try to feed Trey Green whenever we can get the ball to him. And we just got to go find a way to get this thing done. I'm going to go to some comments on Facebook. David's saying that Barry has eyes and legs. Keep using him to occupy the linebackers and open up the longer passing lanes. Barry has some instincts that you can't coach. I can remember during my playing careers, the gaps in college football, they're going to open up and then they're going to close. When you get to the NFL, they open and they close. It's a lot quicker. And when we had backs that were late towards the end of their career and they weren't hitting the hole as quick as they were earlier in their career, it was like the offensive line was bad all of a sudden. But it's just those gaps. They're not open long. The thing that Harlem Berry can do is he can press that line of scrimmage and hit those holes when he needs to. But his long touchdown run, his patience is what got him there. But he pressed the front side of the line of scrimmage, allowed those defenders to overrun it, and then he cut it back. And, instincts like that, I think we have, you look back at the backs that have played for the LSU Tigers, and you can go all the way back to Billy Cannon. But, I mean, you had Kevin Falk, we had Leonard Fournette, Joseph Adai. You had guys that have come through this program that had huge impacts on this program. And I think we're going to look back in 3 or 4 years and say Harlem Berry was another one of those guys because he has things that you just can't coach, things that you can't teach. Tyler Elliott saying that Thomas and Nuss is not on the same page. I saw that there at the end. Nuss saw 2 defenders over to the left of Thomas, and he wanted him to just kind of slide to the right, and he didn't there. We almost had a ball that was picked on that drive, which we got fortunate there. A&M should have picked it, but we got really fortunate there. I think the Tigers can go win this game here in the second half. Tyler also said we need to go target Green a few more times, and I think we tried to. We had, like I talked about earlier, had Trey Dez in the flat. Just got to give it to him quicker. You can see that we're getting him more involved. Aaron Anderson looks a little more healthy. He's getting back involved, but I think the guy that has been really important for us was Barion Brown. That catch he had on that go ball, I mean, that was an unbelievable, just over your shoulder, Willie Mays Hayes, and at the last second, I don't know how he caught it. I mean, that's why those guys are as good as they are. You got some of them Central boys saying Coach Semino for LSU's head coach. Let's go. C-Town. I'm a boy from C-Town. We got a big matchup this week with the Broncos playing the Wildcats over here at the Corral. So if you want to come watch a good football game, y'all come watch that one. Please line up in the I and a tight end and run the ball. That's coming from Hot Rod Beloso. Rod, I've been complaining about that. We've done it one time this year, I think, to calm the fans down, and we haven't gone back to it. I love what we're doing though with Barry in the backfield, and you can see what we're trying to do with some of our alignments is we're lining up Trades and Bauer Sharp to the same side to give that wide 9 a path where he has to go all the way around to get to the quarterback. Both of our tackles and that guy they got rushing the passer is good. The great pass rushers, what they do well is they can dip that shoulder. When they go speed rush and they dip that shoulder and get about a foot and a half off the ground, those big tackles sometimes can't bend over and punch that shoulder. And he's beat Carius Kearns, just woofed him on the first third down of the game, didn't even get a hand on him. Then he went to the other side of Davis and did the thing, just that dip. But other than that, they've held up. Here we go. The kick to the second half. Y'all go enjoy this one. Come back and follow us. God, dog, they got a big kick return here. Get him down. Come back after this game for the post-game show, and we'll talk about it. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We appreciate y'all joining us.